CBS Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
He's got it! Jamar Chase touchdown!
Just a picture-perfect 59-degree day here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Philadelphia has won the toss. They have deferred to the second half. So the Bengals will have the football. Sunny skies. That's the forecast the rest of the day, as Jake Elliott will get things started. Travion Williams. Deep man. Charlie Jones. The kickoff is a touchback coming out to the 30-yard line from Braden Mann.
They're already being talked about amongst the greats, but in this one, his mind has got to be a big part of it, because he's going to watch his Vic Fangio defense and try and decipher it, because it looks the same almost every snap.
Yeah, the key will be pre and post snap, how they handle it with Philadelphia's Zach Moss getting the carry. And Nakobe Dean, who's having a breakthrough season in his third year, makes the tackle. Defensively for Philadelphia, the front has helped lead the way for Philly. They are loaded with pass rushers who have been getting to the quarterback. Bond was a question mark this week to play because of a shoulder injury. He's in there in the secondary. Quinyon Mitchell, standout rookie out of Toledo.
Normally Cincinnati doesn't use a lot of motion in their offense. Today, we may see a little bit more as they try to decipher Vic Fangio's defense.
Chase Brown now in at running back. New set of downs to work with. They'll dump it to him. And Brown gets hammered behind the line of scrimmage by Dean. Nakobe Dean telling our group that the defense has been more connected. The guys are buying into the scheme. They're winning their one-on-one matchups. And the communication has been better for Philadelphia the last couple of weeks.
All that true, and Nakobe Dean keeps getting better himself.
Yeah.
A slow start to his career. He had first-round grades on him, ended up being drafted in the third. Might have been a disappointment for him. Couldn't break into the lineup initially, but now playing better and better, especially the last 2 weeks.
Loss of 3 on the play. Brown sets up as a receiver on the outside. Burrow from the gun. They're going to look over to that side. It's caught by Brown, the catch and curl. And he's twirled down short of midfield by Darius Slay, the perennial Pro Bowler. It's a gain of 5. Third down now for Cincinnati. They talk through everything. They've seen so much football together. Chase Brown, nothing there. Gain of 1. Zach Bond, the linebacker who came over from New Orleans, makes the stop.
But I figure he'll accept the challenge and try to defeat that double and triple coverage.
Give it up for Moss, and he has stood up just short of the 35-yard line. Bengals are 0-3 at home. You know, that's not the way it's supposed to be.
And look at him going to go quickly here.
Cincinnati lining up quickly. Philadelphia just trying to make changes, and Burrow's really upset that they didn't allow him to snap the ball.
But what he did not see was one of his own players had come onto the field, and the officials couldn't let it go because it looked like they were changing the substitution again.
I think it was Jermaine Burton. Yeah. Chase Brown on the field. His twin brother, Sidney Brown, is not on the field. And Brown gets walloped. Did have a head of steam, but picks up 2 yards in the process as he couldn't break through the front of Philadelphia with Jordan Davis there at 6'6", 336, a mountain of a man. Line of scrimmage is now the 16-yard line. Efficient drive here for Cincinnati to open play. Fake the handoff. And the ball is rolling around at the 40-yard line. Scramble for it. Cincinnati jumps on top of it. The play was whistled dead as Burrow was met by Jalen Carter. It's an incomplete pass for Burrow. 2nd and 10 for Cincinnati. Moss sets up as a receiver. Burrow looks in that direction, and a strike to Moss along the sideline. 1st and goal. Moss in the backfield. Running play. Moss looking for an opening. Can't quite get to the goal line. They're going to mark him down at the 2. Zach Bond there to greet him.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by BetMGM, the sportsbook born in Vegas. Please gamble responsibly. Uber Eats. Get almost anything for game day. And by Jeep. There's only one.
Executed much better as well, and they even thought it was vital to score first. They wanted to feel in control of this one.
Gainwell's going to take it out of the end zone, and he's hit hard as he crossed the 25-yard line. And now Philadelphia takes over with the number 2 rushing offense in the NFL. Saquon Barkley gets the call, knifes through, carries a couple tacklers with him for a gain of 7 on first down for Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts. You go back to that 2020 draft. He was the 5th quarterback taken with Joe Burrow number 1 overall. That is a draft that has produced a lot of QB talent. And you see the numbers. Hurts gets to the end zone quite a bit, whether it's with his arm or with his legs.
Produced a lot of QB talent and a lot of good contracts.
Yeah, that's another stat we could add up. You're right.
You guys have done well.
2nd and 3. Fake the handoff. Hurts stepping up. Hurts will run for the first down. Out across the 40-yard line. Sam Hubbard over there defensively. It's a 7-yard pickup. Starting offense for Philadelphia. They're down 2 starting offensive linemen with the injury to Jordan Mailata, and Mekhi Becton is out this week with a concussion. So Tyler Steen steps in. Fred Johnson, who played 3 years for Cincinnati, is the starter left tackle for Philly, with the veteran presence of Bell and Stone at those 2 safety positions. 2nd and 8. Fake the handoff. Hurts throws it over the middle, complete to A.J. Brown. As dangerous a catch-and-run threat in the NFL. You've got Brown on one side, and you've got Chase on the other. That's good for 29 yards. They are inside the Cincinnati 30 with Barkley in the backfield. Hurts, quarterback keeper. And Hurts carries to the 21. Miles Murphy with the tackle, 6-yard pickup. Last time they scored a touchdown in the first quarter, it was to Julio Jones. And that was week 17 of last season against Arizona.
Tells you how much things change in a short amount of time, doesn't it? Julio Jones catching the touchdown pass.
So that's 8 straight games going back to the playoffs last year as well without a point in the first quarter. Barkley powers his way for a first down. 6-yard gain. Saquon Barkley told us that last week he realizes now the win over the Giants, just to get it out of the way. Better last couple of weeks defensively. Kenneth Gainwell is now in there for Philadelphia. 2nd down and 12. Fake the handoff. Hurts out of the pocket. Hurts to run. Hurts slides down inside the 10.
Shoulder pads there.
End of the first quarter. Cincinnati with the football once they scored. Philadelphia on its opening possession. They're driving. The Mission is home in Lioness, the new season starring Zoe Saldana and Nicole Kidman, now streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus. Head to ParamountPlus.com/Lioness to try it free.
How about that cast? I mean, I saw Morgan Freeman in that picture. Loaded.
I should probably mention Morgan Freeman.
You know, Morgan's like, look, I'm good. I'm doing okay.
He's had a lot of promos.
Yeah, he's like, I'm good. But how about this first of the week? Done with the first quarter, and both of these offenses clicking with pretty good efficiency, despite the penalty on the last play against Philadelphia.
7-0 lead, Cincinnati in front. Eagles first play of the second quarter. Toss it to Barkley, and Barkley rips through one tackler. Jermaine Pratt is over there, but extra yards for Barkley after the catch, 7 total. It's a 39-yard attempt here for Jake Elliott, and Elliott gets it to go. Originally a 5th-round draft pick of Cincinnati back in 2017. Eagles are on the board. Bengals have the lead, 7-3.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Wendy's. Try the Wendy's Krabby Patty collab meal today. And by Allstate. You're in good hands.
Yes, the last time Jalen Hurts and Joe Burrow faced off against one another, 2019 Peach Bowl, Hurts with Oklahoma, Burrow with LSU. 7 touchdowns for Burrow, all in the first half. LSU won that game 63-28. They would go on to defeat Clemson for the national championship.
Not sure there's ever been a better offense for a single season in college football than LSU that year.
Booming kick by Braden Mann. Zach Taylor told us they would have an aggressive mentality early, more play action, firmer play action. And that's not going to work. Huge loss. Burrow with a flag down at the 25. Nolan Smith was the first man there. Milton Williams also getting in the face of Burrow. But the penalty marker is on the other end of the field.
There is no foul for a defensive hold on the play. Please reset the play clock to 40 seconds.
And Nolan Smith's been coming on as of late for the Eagles.
3 straight games with a sack for Smith. So now 2nd and 22. Burrow trying to get the yards back. Fortunate it wasn't intercepted. Cooper DeJean had a chance at it. The rookie from Iowa had it hit his hands. Chase Brown in the backfield. Yossi Vosh, the motion man. Hand it to Brown. Nothing there. Left his feet. Will end up picking up 3 just because he threw his body into the crowd, led by Blankenship. He played Philadelphia as a rookie. He told us that's the first time that he played really well in the NFL, and he thought, I'm going to be all right. Burrow, it's dropped by Brown.
Yeah, he was thinking about what he was going to do after the catch.
2nd down and 4.
Again, more motion from Cincinnati, trying to get a tell from the Philadelphia defense.
Handoff. Chase Brown trying to spin off the contact, and they're going to give him forward progress after the gain of about a yard. Brandon Graham, the 15-year veteran, makes the play for Nick Sirianni's squad. So the clock is ticking. We'll hit the 10-minute mark of this fast-moving first half. 7-3, Bengals in front. They face a 3rd and 3 deep in Philadelphia territory at the 9.
And as aggressive as Zach Taylor talked about being in this game, he might be in 2-down territory here. All right, he's thinking with his play calls, it might not just be this 3rd down one. Depending on what they do here, he might come back and go for it again on 4th down.
Shotgun. Burrow. A floater. Couldn't be handled by Burton. Darius Slay wins the matchup. 4th down.
Rookie versus veteran. Veteran won.
First half from Cincy. Back here at Paycor Stadium, it is a whiteout today. Fans encouraged to wear white. The team, Bengals, are sporting their white jerseys, white pants, white helmets.
Undefeated in this look so far, right? It's still a fairly recent look for them. I guess they're, what, 4-0?
Do you get caught up in that?
No, I just...
Your record with uniforms?
I really try not to, but occasionally when you're 4-0, you give it to them.
And they're flaunting it. They're mentioning it, so it's out there in the ether.
Now, all this white, we got to check out Logan Wilson when he's on the field, because he said he had to put a little black in the uniform just to break it up a little bit.
Return man is Gainwell. He's not going to take it out of the end zone this time. So they'll open up at the 30-yard line. Paramount Plus streams the NFL on CBS every Sunday at home or on the go all season long, right through the AFC Championship game. NFL Today update. Let's send it to New York. Coach Cowher.
Yeah, Anthony Richardson steps back, and Josh Downs on a deep cross gets lost by the Indianapolis Houston defense. 69 yards, and the Indianapolis Colts take a 10-3 lead over the Houston Texans.
Let's see what Philadelphia does with a backup left tackle in the game. Will they leave him one-on-one, or are they going to give him help in this obvious passing situation?
Working from the gun. No Dallas Goedert today. He's missing his 2nd straight game with a hamstring injury. Grant Calcaterra becomes a potential threat. Hurts will throw it short of the sticks to A.J. Brown. Needed to get to the 40. He is out of bounds, shy of it. And that's exactly the alignment now. They need a little more than a yard. There's the push. There's the first down. Effective time and time again for Jalen Hurts in this offensive line.
And a good read by Hurts as well.
Line of scrimmage is now the 40-yard line for Philly. Down to 8:10 to go in this first half. Barkley sweeping it to the outside, and he is tackled after the pickup of 4 by Sheldon Rankins. And we do have an injured Eagle, Lane Johnson, already banged up on this offensive line. Johnson, the 5-time Pro Bowler. 2nd and 6. It's a running play to Gainwell. Brought down short of midfield by B.J. Hill, the veteran.
Here he comes.
And Johnson is back at right tackle as Driscoll will head to the Eagles sideline. And Charlie Jones, who had a 100-yard kickoff return for a touchdown last week, the return man. Trying to place this one inside the 5. It's going to bounce high in the air and roll into the end zone.
How about that? Punt returner lets one go over his head inside the 10.
52-yard punt, a net of 32. 10-3 Bengals.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Prime. From streaming to shipping, it's on Prime. Burger King. And by Invisalign Aligners. Transforming smiles, changing lives.
Some notable twins that have played in the NFL, the McCourtys, the Griffins, the Pounceys, the Barbers. Today, the first time Bengals running back Chase Brown going against his twin brother, Eagles safety Sidney Brown. 2006, that's the last time a player was tackled by his identical twin, Rondé and Tiki, Buccaneers and Giants. Right now, Zach Moss is in there running back for Cincinnati. A 10-3 advantage for the Bengals. 6:34 remaining in the second quarter. Burrow, 15 of 19, 129 yards, a touchdown to Chase. Burrow has the time. Chase lost his footing. Incomplete.
7 yards, this one 41.
It's a pitch to Brown. Took a hit from Slay. Chase Brown pops off the turf. 3-yard pickup for him.
Because you remember earlier in the game, Slay was the veteran who took the ball and knocked it away from Burton in the end zone with a chance for a touchdown. Burton learns quickly, comes back, gets away with a veteran move against Slay. And the officials determined both of them were hand fighting downfield and let them work it out before the ball got there.
Chase telling us 24 ticket requests. It's costing him half a game check.
Made Sidney split it with him too.
Burrow misses on the pass over the middle to Yosivash. 3rd and 7. Burrow gets rid of it quickly. Ball popped in the air. Incomplete. He was trying to squeeze it in there to Gesicki. We're going to try a long field goal here, 54 yards. McPherson has made one from 56 this season. His career long is 59. Trying to add to the Cincinnati lead.
The amazing part with all these long field goals of his, he hasn't had one blocked yet.
McPherson drives it in the air from 54 yards away. No good. Had enough leg. Accuracy was off. Empty possession for Cincinnati. They maintain the 10-3 lead as second quarter action continues from Paycor. These amazing shots of today's game are provided by Nationwide. Bengals 10, Eagles 3. Cincinnati has run twice as many plays as Philadelphia here at the 5:08 mark of the second quarter. Saquon Barkley, 19 yards on the ground, 7 yards through the air. Hand it to him. Barkley carries it across midfield to the 49 with Chris Jenkins there defensively. That's a 7-yard pickup for Barkley.
And here they are, 2nd and short.
Hurts on another give. Barkley can't quite get to the line to gain. B.J. Hill, he hugged him down after the gain of 2. You're right about Hurts under center. Lowest rate in the NFL entering this week, and we've seen Hurts operating from that spot a bit more than usual.
And I think that's to get Barkley back in that I formation and give him a chance to come downhill. And look what we're going to get now. The brotherly shove one more time.
This is on a 3rd and 1. The initial surge did not appear to be enough, but the second effort, it appears he got there.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. The second effort, I think, got him there.
68% completion rate this season. That would be a career high for Hurts.
Devontae Smith has been quiet in recent ball games. I know they want to try and get him going too.
Hurts looking. Hurts will throw it. Open man. Caught by Calcaterra. First down. He is inside the 30-yard line. NFL Today update. Back to New York. Bill Cowher.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers' second touchdown pass of the day is going to go to Xavier Gibson from 1 yard out. Extra point was good. The Jets take a 13-7 lead over New England.
And now we've hit the 2-minute warning. Cincinnati up 10-3. Philadelphia is threatening with 2 minutes to play in the first half.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by AT&T. Connecting changes everything. And by the refreshing citrus kick of Mountain Dew. Do the Dew.
Coming up, Verizon Halftime Report. JB, Nate, Matt, Coach Cowher, latest NFL scores and highlights, all coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report. Philadelphia line of scrimmage is the 29 on a 2nd and 12.
They're going to bunch down to the bottom of the screen. And there goes A.J. Brown in motion. He was over there with Devontae Smith previously.
3 targets to Brown so far in this first half. Hurts uncorks it. Catch. Devontae Smith curls. Smith isn't going down. Finally does at the 18. Stay there for a moment, looking to make the tackle.
I think maybe the instinct kick back in.
So you feel really good about the play you just had to Devontae Smith, only to have it negated by the penalty on Steen.
Now you get Smith in the slot to the top. And then on the bottom, you get A.J. Green with one-on-one. And look, Cam Taylor-Britt came with him on this play.
And Gainwell shifts out of the backfield on 3rd and 16. Hurts, clean pocket, delivers on time. First down. He put it right into the breadbasket of A.J. Brown. 18 yards. And a timeout taken by Cincinnati. We're back in 30 seconds after this.
What's Danny doing?
He saved so much bundling home and auto with the personal price plan that he got excited.
Bundle is live!
And bundled football with football.
Bundle, amigo! You got bundle! Bundle is live!
Field goal!
Bundle and save with the personal price plan. Field goal.
So do you kick it or pass it?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Bengals 10, Eagles 3. Ball is at the 16-yard line after the conversion. Joe Burrow waiting patiently. Hoping to get the ball back after Cincinnati takes the timeout.
Look what you're getting here. Right there. That's Cam Taylor-Britt making sure he's staying with A.J. Brown in these key situations.
Hurts is going to keep it. Hurts, beautiful fake inside the 5. Good block from Barkley to help spring Hurts for some extra yards. First and goal.
Find good space. That's exactly what Jalen Hurts did.
Verizon Halftime Report. JB and the gang in New York with the latest scores and highlights all coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report. JB will jot a couple notes down. Bill just chopping it up. Nate disagrees.
You know what Coach Cowher just said?
Matt taking it all in. What'd he say?
Run the ball.
Number 75
Run the ball.
of the offense is reporting. Number
Jack
75
Driscoll has
of
reported
the
here
offense
for
is
Philadelphia,
reporting.
so he is eligible They go extra offensive lineman, first and goal, just inside the 5. Barkley in the backfield.
A lot of confusion there. Which side, which side, which side? And Jalen Hurts with a cool head calls timeout. He knows how critical it is to get a good play here.
Eagles use the timeout. 1:29 remaining first half. We're back in 30 seconds after this from Progressive Insurance.
All right, third time's a charm. Here we go. It's okay. We'll get on the next one.
Pressure's getting to him.
Maybe we should change it up.
Now I got it. Oh.
Keenum, get loose.
Here we go. Daddy's got this.
Hey, you got us this far. Keenum's gonna finish the drive.
You got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
If only there were backups in real life. But at least there's Progressive to protect your home and auto.
Flag thrown.
We may have a hold in the end zone with Taylor Britt and A.J. Brown.
Jermaine Pratt got over there defensively. Officials huddle up to discuss. .117 to go, first half.
During a run, legal use of hands to the face on the defense, number 29. Half the distance of the goal and an automatic first down.
It is Cam Taylor-Britt. And Philadelphia's got a first down.
Not sure it happened on the first move. It may have had, oh, there it is right there. The initial punch got right to the face mask of Brown, and it was detected in the end zone. They're not at tush-push space, I don't believe, just yet, being out at the 3.
The first penalty of the day against Cincinnati. First and goal for Philadelphia at the 3.
Tight formation, wing blocker, Calcaterra, 81.
On a give. Barkley trying to power through. He's brought down at the 1.
Boy, he runs with great leverage, doesn't he? Against what was expected to be another tush-push.
Eagles use their second timeout. The ball is spotted inside the 1. Hurts. The push. No whistle. Didn't get it. Bengals hold up.
And he had to be really careful there. He was trying to get the football up and get it over the goal line.
7 seconds left. The play is under review. They will take a look to see if Hurts did get enough with 7 seconds remaining in this first half. The officials have determined that Jalen Hurts broke the plane as he lifted the ball and got it to the goal line across for the touchdown.
His strength got that done because he was in a position where that ball could have easily popped out. But good, strong hands grasping
25
it.
on the play
there
clock.
It is.
We were still in a TV commercial, so we're not ready to play.
Showed one down the line that showed that football that to me felt like the nose of it broke the plane of that goal line. I think when you couple 2 or 3 of those angles in there, it gives them the opportunity to take a look at that and then be able to switch something, which was very close.
And Gene, of course, under 2 minutes, it is triggered from New York. And the fact of the matter is, you got to get it right.
Yep.
Jalen Hurts gets the rushing touchdown, so where does that put him in Eagles history? Number 2. He just passed Wilbert Montgomery, Steve Van Buren, number 1 on that list.
Wilbert Montgomery, their lead running back in their first Super Bowl appearance. They lost to the Raiders, and Steve Van Buren won a title for them. 197 yards in the snow against the Chicago Cardinals.
Braden Mann kicking to Charlie Jones. Just some more background on Hurts. He has scored 20 rushing touchdowns since the start of 2023. That's the most in the NFL among quarterbacks. 16 have been TPTDs, tush-push TDs. It's not an official term.
I was really hoping brotherly shove would come.
I thought that one was going to catch on. I thought that was
going to be the one.
I thought that was the more clever description, to be honest.
I should work on that and see if we can bring it back.
Here's Burrow on first down. He's going to take a shot with a long ball downfield. And along the sideline, Quinyon Mitchell is there trying to pick it off, but he was out of bounds. 11 seconds on the clock.
That rookie is developing fast. Making plays on the football, guarding whoever's in his territory. Darius Slay does not have to travel with the #1 receiver of the opposing team.
Bengals take a knee to end the first half. What we expected, this on paper looked to be a really tight matchup. Two teams that have won 2 in a row, but not against top-level competition. They're tied at 10 at the break.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report.
And welcome back to Studio 43 and the Verizon Halftime Report. The NFL is powered by Verizon 5G. JB along with Coach Nate and Matt, into the highlights we go.
JB, these commercial breaks are something else, huh? All right, let's get to it. Eagles and the Bengals. Hey, watch Joe Burrow. He's going to roll right, and Jamar Chase is going to go to the pylon. He's going to say, "No, I need you to come back to me." And he throws it up, helmet or higher in the red zone. Touchdown, Jamar Chase. But you know what? Eagles are going to answer back with a little brotherly shove. They do it every single game. They get the TD on this one. The score is knotted at 10 in the third.
Baltimore Raven defense sets up this score. Kyle Hamilton's sack and caused fumble leads to this Lamar Jackson to Nelson Aguilar 11-yard touchdown pass. Baltimore leads 10-6 at the half.
In Houston, Joe Mixon is going to run straight up the gut right here, then cut back to his left, and then watch this. He is going to drag Jalen Jones into the end zone for the 14-yard touchdown, puts them tied at 10-10. And then following an Anthony Richardson interception, C.J. Stroud finds Tank Dell in the back of the end zone. Beautiful touchdown, 7-10 Houston.
Ooh, like them old computer commercials. Dude, I'm getting a Dell. All right, let's go. Titans and Lions. Are the Lions the best team in football? I'll tell you what, they're cooking right now. They're running backs. They're Sonic and Knuckles. That's the new nickname. And here is Sonic right here. Woo, Jahmyr Gibbs, pure speed. I think he hit 22 miles an hour on this one, 70-yard touchdown. And watch this, give it to Knuckles. This is Montgomery. He's going to say, you know what, I got an R2. That's quite a ball for the running back. Sam Laporta with the TD. Lions, more TDs than incompletions. They're up 35-14.
Here comes the Knuckles from the Green Bay Packers. That's Josh Jacobs. He goes straight up the middle for 3 yards. And you know what? Jacksonville has their own Knuckles. It's called Trevor Lawrence.
Oh.
Yeah, he's going to go north-south. He's going to be held short, but he's going to rumble, stumble, get pushed right in there. He's going to score from 6 yards out. Green Bay leads 10-7 at the half.
All right, in Foxborough, veteran Aaron Rodgers warming up right here. He's looking to take on the rookie, Drake May, and it's going to be the rookie, Drake May, who strikes first. Looking down the field, takes off, scrambles to his right, and he's going to finish with a 17-yard touchdown right here. Puts New England on top, 7-0. But Aaron Rodgers answers, 2 touchdown passes. This is the second of the 2. Finds Xavier Gibson right there for the 1-yard touchdown. 13-7 right now with the Jets on top in New England.
All right, we have the Cardinals, the Dolphins, Tua Tagovailoa back on the field after missing the last 4 games. We got to give him a running game so he can get going, and that is Raheem Mostert right there. But Tua, 19-25, 162 in this one. They are up 13-7.
All right, down in Tampa, Kirk Cousins going to drop back right here, look to his right, then come back to his left, and finds Darnell Mooney on the post route for the 30-yard touchdown.
I know Jalen Hurts gets a lot of credit for his legs. That was a 3rd and 13 down the stretch that he stuck on the receiver, A.J. Brown, and then they scored.
Philadelphia will have the ball to start this second half. And this is returnable with Gainwell. Tackled down just across the 30-yard line moments ago. Evan Washburn with Philadelphia head man Nick Sirianni.
Nick, what did you guys discover in that touchdown drive to close out the first half that you can use with the ball here to start the third?
Yeah, you know, it was a big 3rd down conversion on 3rd and long. We kind of dug ourselves out of a hole, and it was good to get the ball in the end zone.
Thanks.
Eagles are 4-2. Bengals are 3-4. Both teams have won 2 in a row. Nickel package here for Cincinnati. 3rd down and 5 for Philadelphia. Hurts lets it go, and it's on time to Devontae Smith. First down. Coverage from DJ Turner.
In order to avoid that pressure in the pocket, puts it right out there for Devontae Smith. Well done.
And Johnson has held up well so far. This Philadelphia offensive line banged up with no Mailata, no Becton. Hurts, deep drop. Hurts uncorks it, and he's got his man, Calcaterra. Inside the 25, Calcaterra's dad was a season ticket holder of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Cincinnati going to throw the ball first. Philadelphia run it first.
Washington enters the week at 5-2, a half-game lead in the NFC East over Philadelphia. On the move, Hurts throws to a spot. Hamstring injury for Goddard, missing his second straight game. This is a 3rd and 3. It's a running play to Barkley. He's got the first down inside the 10. And some jawing at the end of the play with the veteran Sheldon Rankins.
Oftentimes, that's all you have to do. Is just get a stalemate up front. He'll make you right from there.
He's coming, though. He's coming.
They bunch all the receivers to one side. Shotgun here for Hurts. He's going to keep it. Faked it and takes it for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts does it himself, and the Eagles take the lead. Second of the day for Jalen Hurts.
And watch the top of the screen. Watch number 81 in green, Grant Calcaterra. Stalk block, and then just walls him off. Hurts has the speed to get there, and Calcaterra makes sure that no one is able to get to his quarterback. And he walks into the end zone.
Extra point for Jake Elliott. 8 plays, 70 yards. Point after makes it 17-10. Eagles. Philadelphia ends the first half with a rushing touchdown. They start the second half with a rushing touchdown.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Pepsi Zero Sugar, Marriott Bonvoy, Where Can We Take You? And by Charles Schwab. Own your tomorrow.
Oh, 7th annual Cincinnati Coffee Festival happening this weekend at the Cincinnati Music Hall. You're
look at
tantalized.
Did you see that?
By all that.
I am. Coffee is art.
Not for me personally.
Just saw it.
Personal level.
Right there.
Kickoff. Charlie Jones will take a knee. We're here at Paycor Stadium.
Tomorrow Chase does. They've got to get everyone involved and get Chase for some more payoffs.
And this is Chase Brown cutting it to the outside. Tackle Cody Ford is in there now at left tackle. He's been a guard tackle in his career. Second-round pick in 2019 with Buffalo and then Arizona. Burrow gets rid of it quickly. Nobody home.
I think he got rid of it so quickly. Gesicki, running his route, had no idea the ball would be out that fast.
Back to the ground game, and Chase Brown. They have not loosened it up in there. 2-yard pickup. Nakobe Dean got his body in front of Brown. They come in ranked 28th in the NFL in rushing. Zach Moss had been the starter. Chase Brown has been worked in more often the last couple of weeks. They're still trying to find their groove.
They're one of those teams that tells you we'd love to establish the running game. They just want you to make sure, they just want to make sure the defense stays somewhat interested, because everything's going to flow through Joe Burrow's arm.
He's going to use it right now. Burrow. Connection made. Yosivash.
He was juggling it like mad, and the Eagles may want to take a look and see if he actually grasped it and possessed it. Look how fast Cincinnati's going to go, hoping not to get a look at this. Cody Ford jumped. Went too fast for them, for their own good on that one.
And the red flag is out from Sirianni.
Feeling good, he'd have to do voir dire and you know, go through a jury selection or anything. We get right to it, open and shut.
17-10, Philadelphia in front. We'll just wait on the official rule. Yosivash catch was overturned, so challenge successful from Nick Sirianni.
Here with Chase in a bunch formation. Can he follow a couple of people out?
Quick hitter. Trying to get Chase to the outside. Not much there after the catch. First and goal. Motion man is Irwin. That leaves Chase by himself. Burrow goes to the other side. Caught by Irwin. Trying to make a move. And DeJean would not let it happen. He's tackled inside the 5.
That's a good tackle by Cooper DeJean, the rookie out of Iowa. Because typically that's the type of move that you end up overshooting.
Kickoff. McPherson backing up. Gainwell, and he's going to take a knee. We keep showing you the Brown family. I want to expound on that because not only their mom, Rachel, who is on the left, that's Phil and Karen Yates in the middle. They were the host family for Chase Brown and Sydney Brown when they moved to Florida for junior and senior year of high school. Brought them in and had a huge impact on the Brown twins, to the point where initially Chase Brown went to Western Michigan because he was interested in becoming a pilot because Phil Yates is a pilot. Then he realized, wait, I think I like football better. I'll transfer to Illinois.
Yeah, but he said Phil was the coolest thing he'd ever seen as a pilot. He wanted to emulate him, but then the football tug was too big.
Fake the handoff. Hurts will throw it. Hurts to A.J. Brown. First down. Got a big chunk of yards on the first play. 23 into Cincinnati territory with Mike Hilton back there defensively. NFL Today update, Coach Cowher.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson from 7 yards out is going to find, guess what, a tight end named Mark Andrews back in the end zone from 7 yards out. That's the 8th touchdown by a tight end today in the 1 o'clock window on National Tight Ends Day.
Coach,
love the symmetry.
Analogy.
When is it National Linebacker Day, Coach? That's what we got to find out.
What Coach is looking for is that highlight where that tight end blocks on someone and we get a big run play.
Second down and 8 here for the Eagles. Fake it to Barkley. Hurts, sets, throws, looking for the home run ball. End zone! Devontae Smith! Touchdown! Over the shoulder! Spectacular! Fly, Eagles, fly into the end zone. And a matchup with Jordan Battle.
Matchup you love, the receiver on the safety. And how about Jalen Hurts putting it up there and trusting his receiver to go get it? One thing about the Eagles receivers, contested passes, above the rim passes, they excel. And Devontae Smith comes down with a monster one there. And I will tell you this, Jack Stoll, the tight end, got hung out one-on-one blocking against Sam Hubbard, and hung in there for like 4 seconds to make sure that play was not interrupted.
45 yards, 3 straight possessions with a touchdown for Philadelphia. And the extra point now from Jake Elliott. A major answer by the Eagles to take a 24-17 lead. We're in the late stages of the third quarter. We were expecting big plays. Both teams starting to deliver. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown for Philadelphia. Doing it in a variety of ways. Tush push, we know, is so effective, but Hurts on the ground and through the air.
Big time passes when needed. Remember the touchdown right before the half. They picked up a 3rd and 13 on a sharp throw by him to A.J. Brown. And then we just saw the payoff throw to Devontae Smith. And this offensive line for Philadelphia, coming in down 2 starters, has more than hung in there today. They've done quite well against a pretty good pass rush from Trey Hendrickson and group from Cincinnati.
And the kickoff from Braden Mann. Charlie Jones. It was returnable, decided to take the knee out to the 30-yard line. Let's check out our CD Chalk Talk.
Well, watch number 87, Jack Stoll. He's one-on-one against the pass rusher. That's Sam Hubbard. And look at him just hang in there in battle. We got a double team on the inside, but he hangs in there. So Hubbard can't get near him. And Jalen Hurts able to step up and throw a gorgeous pass that Devontae Smith makes the play on and turns into a touchdown. We saw the payoff on it, but how did he get there? Jack Stoll acting like an offensive tackle. This year he hurt a knee against Cleveland. Rodgers had to play that point.
Hand off to Chase Brown, needed 2 yards for the first down, didn't get it. So they'll take a timeout.
Cincinnati.
Joe just made a signal to the sideline like, you got to get those plays in quicker.
NFL Today update. Back to New York.
Yeah, I'm Jameis Winston. Came in right here, his second touchdown of the day. It's 22 yards to Cedric Tillman. He has no interceptions, and all of a sudden now the game is 20-17, and back to you.
And that Browns offense looks a little different.
Interesting this week, wasn't it, when Jameis Winston said, I'm going to show that I am a true starting quarterback in the NFL. I'm not sure how many people bought it at the moment. He's trying his best to pay off his own confidence.
Number 62 of the offense is reporting as eligible.
Extra offensive lineman, it's Matt Lee. They need half a yard. Zach Moss in the backfield. Just used their first time out of the second half. Give it to Moss. And Moss does not get there. The veteran Brandon Graham walled him off. Fourth down.
And I know people are thinking, do you go for it here? If I'm Zach Taylor, I'd be really hesitant about going for it. This feels like, hey, listen, there's 1:08 left in the third quarter. You don't get it here and you turn it over to a hot Philadelphia offense, I would punt the ball away and count on my defense to help me out a little bit and make them go the long way.
And now they need a little more than a full yard. Fourth down. In motion, Chase. Burrow deals to Chase, and Chase is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Diagnosed perfectly by the rookie DeJean. Cincinnati hands it over on downs. The Eagles defense rises up to the occasion.
This felt desperate. This felt like a team that at this moment is just trying to find their way. This is a team that's been in the AFC title game twice in the last 4 years. And they feel like they could get out of a hole. But this play here felt like they were wondering if they could. To go for it in that spot and put your team in this position when the offense has been real hot against you. Didn't like it before, and the end result gives Philadelphia a great field position.
Final seconds. Eagles will not break the huddle here. We will go to the fourth quarter with Philadelphia now in front, 24-17, and a chance to add to it. 3 quarters complete. Both teams looking to extend winning streaks today. Shotgun here for Hurts. He's going to keep it, faked it, and takes it for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts does it himself. Important Week 8 matchup for Philadelphia and Cincinnati as we start the fourth quarter. Eagles lead it 24-17. Hurts with a shoe issue. Got a flat tire.
They may have to use one here.
Yep.
First charge, timeout, Philadelphia. 30-second timeout.
So Philadelphia will face a 3rd and 10 after they get the equipment taken care of for Jalen Hurts. CBS Thursday, quirky crime solving is getting spooky. Don't miss a special Halloween episode of Elsbeth. Thursday at 10, 9 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
I think in another part of the game, they either run the backup quarterback out there or they take the penalty. The 3rd and 10 in this part of the field against Cincinnati, looking at the clock, feeling the momentum, you feel like Philadelphia's thinking, this could be the capper for us.
They had to get him a new shoe.
Mess it up.
They could not get the knot untied. We've all been there before.
And so we're going to have, look at him, he's got one shoe green, one shoe white.
Pickett was in the game. Now Hurts replaces him. We've all been there where you can't get the knot on. You have to make a decision. Am I going to use my teeth or not?
You can get your leg up. I can't do that.
3rd and 10. Hurts. It's caught by Brown, but short.
Run Elliott out there, kick the field goal. Give yourself a 2-score advantage.
Man, they're going to get all that sorted out for Jalen Hurts. That was just a domino effect based on the hit that he took along the sideline. Flat tire, couldn't get his foot back in there, call a timeout. Even during the timeout, it was arduous.
You know, the kids in Philadelphia going to be wearing for Halloween now? 2 different shoes,
Mismatch.
just like Jalen Hurts.
49-yard field goal, Jake Elliott, and it's dead solid, perfect. 2-score lead for Philadelphia now, 27-17.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Corona Extra. Live La Vida Más Fina. And by Wingstop. Bring the flavor. Order at wingstop.com.
Whoa, petting zoo. Somebody got a llama at Washington Park here in Cincinnati.
What if they all just got together and said, you know, I think we can take the fence.
Yeah, we're going to take over.
I think we can take the fence. You know, like if we all come together on this.
That gives insight into your thought process and why you did not participate in the petting zoo. Like, well, they might just take over here.
You know, if they all communicate, it could be ugly.
Well, right now, the Eagles are leading the Bengals. They've got more animals, 27-17. Man kicks it off. Jones takes a knee out to the 30-yard line for Cincinnati. The Bengals are trying to get back to the 500 mark. They started the season 0-3. They were 1-4. Felt like the defense had led the way the last couple of weeks, and Zach Taylor was hoping to see some momentum for the offense. They got off to the perfect start.
Couldn't be any better. Totally perfect scenario. And then the Eagles kept their equilibrium and battled back at the end of the first half and taken control since then.
Last time Cincinnati started the season 0-4 at home was 2019. They went 2-14 that year. That pass is caught by Eric All, the tight end. 12:45 remaining here in the fourth. NFL Today update to New York. Coach Cowell.
Yeah, the game most of you will see, Chicago, Washington, has become official. Jaden Daniels will start. This is in the locker room prior to the game. Again, a big one. Caleb Williams versus Jaden Daniels at 4:25.
Yeah, Coach, saw him go down with that rib injury last week. Marcus Mariota filled in admirably, but they got him to a point where they're comfortable with him starting today against Chicago. Deep shot. Chase couldn't haul it in.
Did Gardner Johnson get that?
Did he?
I believe he did.
Gardner Johnson with the pick. Tremendous play. Rodgers is there. He just deflected it over to Gardner Johnson and stayed in bounds.
And it's the right decision by Joe Burrow. It's just a better play by Isaiah Rodgers, meaning the backup corner is in on your number one receiver. Attack him. Count on your number one receiver. But Rodgers made such an excellent play to slap it over to Gardner Johnson. He just beat them at a great decision. Because if you're Joe Burrow, what better decision do you have? Your number one receiver against a backup corner. You take that every time. Chase made a great play.
Chase thought the play was over. He saw the deflection. He thought to himself, all right, I can win this battle. We'll go back for the next play. The ball bounces
number 57 of the offense
to Gardner Johnson because Rodgers knocked it at the perfect angle to his teammate. So they take over at the 15-yard line with 12:16 left. Rodgers is in there because of the groin injury to Slay.
How many times do you hear in this league, next man up? Isaiah Rodgers assumed that role today.
Van Sumeren is in, and he creates space for Barkley for a first down run across the 25. Best run of the day for Saquon Barkley. It covers 11 yards. Tackle made by Geno Stone. He was actually a high school wide receiver.
Just kept throwing.
Barkley keeps the legs churning just across the 30. B.J. Hill got him down low after the gain of 5. Stay tuned. NFL Today update delivered by Little Caesars. Time permitting. JB, Nate, Matt, Coach Cowher. All the latest NFL scores and highlights.
They end up having to burn a timeout, and they might need it here on defense as the clock continues to tick down here in the fourth.
3rd and 7 for the Eagles. Again, they send all three receivers to one side. Hurts will throw it over the middle. Devontae Smith, first down. DJ Turner over there, 9-yard.
Great point, Evan. If they do have one identity, you're right. That offensive line counts on being the people. Go ahead, put it on our shoulders, put it on our backs. And today, they've handled it quite well.
Shotgun, Hurts. He hits Smith again for another first down, so they get to use more clock. Taylor Britt with the tackle. Sirianni, when we asked him about where everything stands currently, he said, well, details. Last week, he wanted to talk about the blocking from Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown that made the difference in the game, and those are the things that he'll show his team.
And they got rewarded today because Smith, 6 catches, 85 yards. A.J. Brown, 5 catches, 84 yards. So they blocked last week. Today, catching the football.
Charles, 11 straight completions here for Jalen Hurts. To the bread and butter, and Barkley moving into Cincinnati territory. Over 100 yards rushing now for Philadelphia. They came in number 2 in the NFL at 166.7. A whole lot more for Saquon Barkley inside the 30. Geno Stone eventually brings him down. That's a 19-yard rip. Gainwell remains in there. Hurts will float it. Catch made. Calcaterra, first down. This has just been exactly what the doctor ordered for Philadelphia. Executing at a high level, getting first downs, using clock. All time, they have never won in Cincinnati. 0-4-1. They have never won in Baltimore. 0-2-1.
How about the journey of Grant Calcaterra? Has made some nice plays here, and he stepped into the stead of Dallas Goedert the last couple of ball games. 4 catches for 67 yards against Cleveland. He's an athletic kid, can block people, and you just saw him catch it and run. Oklahoma had to retire for a while because of concussions. Came back to SMU, and now he's here in the NFL.
Cutting to the outside. Barkley laying out some punishment, tiptoeing down the sideline, and he nearly took it all the way.
Did you just not mention 230 pounds and laying out punishment? Guess what? This is their bread and butter.
Playing to the scouting report, and it's effective. Touchdown, Eagles.
Yeah, that was a classy move right there because Jalen Hurts knows who got him down there. He may have scored the touchdown, but he recognized his teammate Saquon Barkley did the heavy lifting and made sure he addressed him there. That's a great sign of leadership by the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles, who has been exceptional today.
This has been an offensive clinic for the Eagles. Late stages of the second quarter, carry over into the second half. Hurts has had a huge day statistically.
He's been tremendous, both in the pocket, out of the pocket, running the football, making decisions. But I think he's been in lockstep with his offense coordinator, Kellen Moore, who understood how this game was going and started calling the offense accordingly to put him in great spots.
Saquon Barkley set it all up. And then Jalen Hurts. How many career one-yard touchdowns will this man have when it's all over? Eagles and their fans, but this has been all Eagles. 34-17. Man kicks it off. Jones takes a knee. And the day of Jalen Hurts through the air and on the ground.
Pocket passer, Jalen Hurts stays in there, gets great protection. Look at him manipulate and move the pocket to get from behind his pass protector so he can see. And then this one, the longest air throw of his career, I believe, 59 yards. And Devontae Smith goes up and pays it off. Beautiful day for Jalen Hurts. I just think this Eagles team, they survived the early onslaught and got their equilibrium. And boy, they've been sensational since then.
And the ball popped free from Gesicki. Eagles take over. Everything going Philadelphia's way. And they're creating the opportunities.
The field was a completion and fumble recovered by the defense.
Nakobe Dean.
I think the linebackers worked in tandem. I think Zach Bond gets the punch. Watch 53. Yep, pops it, a little short one with the left hand. And Dean, who made the initial contact, gathers the ball on the ground. Look at Dean. Look at right there, Bond. Just a short little left hand. What they say in boxing, the ones that travel the shortest often land the hardest. Bam. Ball's out. Eagles take over.
Charles, Philadelphia came into the day with only 2 takeaways this season, the fewest in the league. They've got 2 this afternoon. So, Eagles have it inside the 35. Gainwell is in there with 4:31 to go. Barkley on the sideline with 108 yards rushing. Gainwell slammed down, showed patience, waited for that hole to open up, and then the frustration of Cam Taylor-Britt on the tackle.
Well, so much happening. We've talked about the Eagles offense and Eagles defense play, but how about that guy right there, Vic Fangio, defensive coordinator? You mentioned it at the top. One thing that he wants to do is be patient on defense and make you press and make mistakes. I think he's going to walk away very happy with what he saw from his defense today. They tackled well in the open field, and now they're starting to create takeaways down the stretch.
Gainwell's got a shoe issue.
Throwing a lot of shoes here today, aren't we?
So no Barkley, it's Will Shipley, the rookie out of Clemson.
You notice they weren't bothering with the laces that time? Just trying to slip it on.
What?
3rd down and 5. Anaya Smith, the rookie out of Texas A&M, in motion. What a run! Shipley! Touchdown! Flag down at the 16.
Holding. Offense number 61. 10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
As we hit the 2-minute warning here in Cincinnati. Eagles can taste it. 2 minutes away from 5-2 on the season. Feeling's not quite the same for Cincinnati as they're going to drop another one at home.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by The Home Depot. How doers get more done. And by Chili's. Chili's 3 for Me. The best $10.99 you can eat.
Now the traffic is going to start to pick up out of Paycor Stadium. Bengals fans disappointed at this result. Philadelphia 34, Cincinnati 17. Elliott on for a 47-yard field goal with 2 minutes to play. He's got it. 37-17, Eagles. Talked to Nick Sirianni about Jalen Hurts. He said he's a complete football player. If he goes out, protects the ball, good things happen for us. And he ended it with this statement. He is a winner by any means necessary. He finds a way to win.
Hey, go back to high school. His dad, a Varian high school football coach, won their homecoming game Friday night. Congratulations, coach. Then on to college, 2 different places where he's the conference player of the year, finals for the Heisman Trophy. Talk about Alabama and Oklahoma, finals at Oklahoma. And then comes to the NFL as a 2nd-round pick, supposed to be a backup. And turns out he's a starter, and he and Joe Burrow, almost the same amount of starts together. Won the #1 overall pick. Jalen Hurts, as you mentioned earlier, the 5th quarterback taken in that draft, 2nd round. And he's already gone to a Super Bowl, as has Joe Burrow.
Man kicks it off. Final 1:55. That ball dies at the 12, forcing Jones to scoop it up. And Engel out of bounds. NFL Today update. Back to the Big Apple and Coach Coward.
Yeah, big AFC South matchup here. Jonathan Taylor's going to take us from 1 yard out to cut the Indianapolis-Houston lead to 23-20 now. 8 minutes to go in the game.
Brown is brought down. Just short of the 25. Coming up next on CBS, Game 2 of our NFL on CBS doubleheader. Most of you will be treated to a fantastic NFC showdown, Caleb Williams and the Bears, Jaden Daniels and the Commanders. Now that's a CBS Sports Sunday. The NFL is on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
We won't get the collision between the Brown brothers, but it's a heck of a reunion. Twins in the NFL. Pretty nice story.
Sidney Brown, Chase Brown sharing a moment and embrace. Incredible journey to get to this place. Identical twins from Canada playing against one another in the NFL. That's it. Eagles get it done. The winning streak is alive. 37-17 win over Cincinnati. They've taken 3 in a row. Let's go to New York.